So there are a few different updates to go over for the Packers today. I think the biggest one is Jayden Reed, who did post on social media yesterday a picture of him, put it on his helmet. Made people wonder, is Jayden Reed finally returning? We have an update here from Matt LaFleur. This was on PackersNews.com from Ryan Wood, an article shared this, recapping what LaFleur said. LaFleur said receiver Jayden Reed's practice window from injured reserve won't open November 19th, which is today, the day I'm making this, despite a picture posted to his social media account indicating he was getting close to returning. The picture, November 18th, shows Reed pulling a Packers helmet over his head in the team's facility. LaFleur said he was unsure when Reed will practice next. As soon as medical clears him, LaFleur said, then he'll be out there. I know he's excited to get back, as am I. So it doesn't sound like, Reed's returning today, which maybe looking at that picture, it would have seemed as if maybe that would have been the case. But there has to be some reason he tweeted that picture, which at least you would assume would mean that he'll probably be returning sometime soon, because I don't think you would just post that out of the blue. And so I'm hoping that maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, we'll get some kind of update on this. If not, then we'll just have to keep waiting and seeing when Reed will return. And I think with Jayden Reed, one aspect of his game this Packers offense just has been really missing is his ability after the catch. And I was looking up some of these Packers receivers and just where they rank among the rest of the NFL in their yards after catch per reception. This is on PFF. Savion Williams is actually number one on the Packers with only 10 targets, but he has 6.6 yards after catch per reception. I think a lot of that is, screens. The Packers like to get the ball into his hands. And next is Matthew Golden at 3.7 yards after catch per reception, so nearly almost 3 yards less than Savion Williams yards after catch per reception. Then we have Dobbs at 2.9, Watson at 2.2, Wicks at 2.1. Savion Williams ranks 10th in the NFL currently among wide receivers who have a minimum of 10 targets and yards after catch per reception. Golden is tied for 68th. Dobbs is tied for 96th. And Watson is tied for 114th. And if you just look at Jayden Reed last season, over the entire year, his yards after catch per reception, he was at 6.9. So that would have been better than every single receiver here, nearly double that of Dobbs, Watson. And that last year for Reed among the rest of the NFL was tied for 19th in the league. And so I think that that's one aspect of Jayden Reed's game the Packers are really missing, is just someone who can really make a lot happen after the catch. And I think guys like, Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, they can get something going after the catch, but just not as much as Jayden Reed with his speed and his athleticism, things like that. So hopefully we'll get some better news sometime soon, but you'd assume that Reed is getting closer, especially with him putting out that image on social media. Then we have on Josh Jacobs, this is also from Ryan Wood's article. The plan is to try to get him healthy enough to go, LaFleur said. It's just going to be a day-by-day thing. He is truly day-to-day, and we'll see how he progresses as the week unfolds. It seems that there's a chance Emmanuel Wilson could be the starter coming into the Sunday's game if Josh Jacobs is unable to return. And I think that Emmanuel Wilson is a very solid running back, and I'm not really concerned with Josh Jacobs missing time. Now, of course, I'd rather see Josh Jacobs out there, but I think that Emmanuel Wilson can do enough to still allow this Packers offense to get things going. And we've seen how the Packers run blocking has struggled. They were a little bit better this past week against a really bad Giants defense, but I do have trust in what Emmanuel Wilson can do as a running back, but hopefully Jacobs will play. And then a few more here from Mike Spofford on X, who says, Packers back at practice Wednesday. Kicker Brandon McManus is suited up. Not practicing, linebacker Quay Walker, running back Josh Jacobs, cornerback Nate Hobbs, wide receiver Savion Williams, defensive lineman Carl Brooks. Walker, stinger, and Jacobs' knee left the Giants game. Hobbs' knee didn't play. Williams' foot has been on the injury report. Brooks is new. So that's the first information we got this week on injuries. I'll keep you guys up to date in the next few days. And if you'd like more Packers content, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.